Hey y'all, today Aunt Lou's in the kitchen with us again, and she's gonna show us how she makes her cheesy chicken spaghetti.
Oh, we're having a whole lot of fun.
You'd make a great weather woman, you know that? So when the chicken comes down in the front like this. Welcome back to another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the good old boy.
And Aunt Lou.
And today Aunt Lou's gonna show us how she makes her cheesy chicken spaghetti in our slow cooker.
Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Okay, first.
I was being gentle. Anyway,
he's so funny.
And adorable too.
Oh, so he says.
Chicken.
We need chicken, so that's 4 chicken breasts cubed up.
Yes.
We have back here 16 ounces of spaghetti cooked al dente.
This is your hard work right here. You're going to cook a box of spaghetti in a pot like you normally would.
Just al dente. You're not gonna make it perfect and yummy. You're gonna leave it just a little.
Al dente.
A little, yeah. And then you got 2 cups of chicken broth.
Right here.
You got a can of cream of chicken.
Right here.
Can of cream of mushroom.
Right here.
And then I'm gonna have to look. I think that was 4 green onions chopped.
Right
and
here.
Then a 16-ounce package of
pasteurized cheese spread. We call it Velveeta around here. Yeah.
And honestly, at my house, I use a generic brand called Nice and Cheesy, and I know
my other nickname.
it's also called Mikey, but I still call it Velveeta around my house. And then we've got, let's see, 1/4 of a teaspoon of pepper. Nope. I got you off guard. 1/4 of a teaspoon of celery salt.
Right here, before I sneeze.
Ew.
Now what?
Not on the food.
Now what?
Put it all in, stir it all up. Chop, chop.
Did you see that? The hard work was cooking your spaghetti. So, lid off. Hey, you want to hold this? Thanks. That's awesome. This has already been drained, by the way. Most of it went in the slow cooker this time.
Yay!
Good job, Mikey.
So proud of you.
I'm going to hang on to this. We're going to need this. Chicken. On top of your spaghetti.
Now, he had really large pieces of chicken, and so, you know, just
yeah, we're using 3, but they were gigantic.
They were ginormous.
They were big. They're huge. All right, chicken. Right on top of the noodles. Next, onions.
Green onions.
On top of the chicken. And you know what? You can do this in a totally separate order if you want to be a renegade. I don't care.
Whatever you feel like doing.
Cheese.
Cheese.
We're done with this. No, we're gonna use that. We're gonna use that to stir. And cheese. Right there.
Pepper.
Pepper.
Celery salt.
Started to throw that away.
Wow.
That would get me in trouble with the boss.
Yes, it
and
would.
then celery salt right on top, just like that.
Okay.
Spatula. We'll take
Don't throw that in.
The cream o' chicken soup.
That came out pretty well.
I like cream of chicken soup.
Me too.
Especially in, like, I don't know, chicken dishes. Or pork dishes.
Mm-hmm.
Soups. Because it is a soup. Put it with something that's really good.
What are you doing?
I started putting that in the stick.
Dude.
Wow!
You're off today.
Okay, cream of mushroom soup.
Do you want to know a little secret of mine? Whoa.
Ta-da!
I am not a fan of mushrooms, but, you know, you gotta use cream of mushroom soup in some recipes. However, I have found that most of the generic brands I use, that they actually have smaller chunks of mushrooms, so I can handle that because it's the whole texture thing. And so, if you're not a fan of mushrooms, buy generic instead of a name brand, and you're more likely to not have the great big chunks in there.
Got some on me. That's okay. I'll clean that up later. Alright, we will stir.
Here you go,
this
sir.
Up. Nice lady, look at that. Kim, look, she gave me paper towels. In case y'all don't know it, we love Kim. Alright, so now we'll just stir it up until everything's pretty much together.
Yep.
When you look at it, it looks like a mess. It really does. But
that's okay.
It's a mess that smells really good. And I'm betting once that chicken gets cooked down and all that cheese melts into them soups,
So good.
It's going to be so good.
Oh, and then when you're done, you'll see us sprinkle fresh grated parm on top. Oh, takes it over the top. Highly recommend.
All right, what do you think? Good enough? Sound good to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I did a good job.
Plug it in.
Plug it in.
Cover and cook on low.
For 2
6
to 3 hours.
Wait, what?
It's her recipe.
Let me see. Oh, no. We were both wrong. Actually, we were both right and both wrong.
See?
Ta-da! It's for low for 3 to 4 hours.
Yes, right in the middle. Low, 3 to 4 hours. That'll cook your chicken through. That'll melt your cheese. That'll make everything married together. So we'll come back in a snap and we will show you.
Oh, wait. Also in here.
Yes.
You're supposed to stir it frequently because with those chunks of Velveeta, you got to stir it up so everything gets a little bit of it.
So this isn't a set it and walk away and go mow your yard for 4 hours.
No.
If you have a really big yard or a really small mower. But this is one of those you check and you stir.
Just stir it. I'd probably start maybe after like the first half hour, 45 minutes. Give that cheese a chance to start melting.
All she is saying is give cheese a chance.
All right.
Hey, we're going to come back and show you what it looks like in 3, 2, 1. And we're back, and this chicken spaghetti is done. And let me tell you right now, it smells real good in this house. Oh my goodness. And that is a hot lid, hot lid, hot lid!
Surprise! It's been on top of a crock pot.
Well, let's give it a try and see if this hot chicken spaghetti...
Now stir it up so that you get all the creaminess from the bottom. Oh, and something else that I remembered while we were making this, another reason you want to stir that is because the chicken that's on the bottom and the sides touching the heat directly, it's going to cook faster than the chicken that's all the way in the middle of all the noodles and goodness. So when you stir it, it's going to turn your chicken, and so everything gets to...
You'd make a great weather woman, you know that? So when the chicken comes down in the front like this... Oh, I just about flipped that spoon now. Alright, so we're stirred up. It makes perfect sense what you said, though. Yeah, because that chicken in the middle is not going to get as done.
As the stuff touching the outsides.
It's yours. And here's mine.
Sprinkle
A little bit bigger scoop there.
Little bit of Parmesan.
Pop that lid back on there. Oh yes, make it snow, girl. Make it snow. Very good.
All right, tell me what you think.
I'll tell you right now. Anything with cream of chicken soup in it, I'm gonna dig it. Anything with cream of mushroom soup in it, I'm gonna dig it. So I'm gonna double dig this because that's 2 of my favorite things.
Does that mean you're gonna take 2 bites?
I am going to take 1 bite that looks like 2. Is it good?
What you think?
I remember in college, one thing that they would serve at the cafeteria was like a turkey tetrazzini or a chicken tetrazzini. And that reminds me a lot, especially with that Parmesan cheese sprinkle on top. It's such a comfort food. I am definitely a traditionalist when it comes to spaghetti. So my first thought when I heard someone say chicken spaghetti was, why would you mess up a good spaghetti with, without meat in it, beef in it, without the tomato sauce? This is completely different, and oh my gosh, it is good. It reminds me of that tetrazzini.
It's creamy, it's just delicious, and like you said, it's just comfort food.
Those onions, those green onions, you can really taste in there.
Yep.
Hey,
Winner, chicken spaghetti dinner.
I got an idea.
What's up?
Why don't you ask them if they would like this while I continue to eat?
If you like, I don't know how to say all this, but I'll give it a try. Here we go.
I'll help you along. Go ahead.
If you like what you see here, click the subscribe or like button down below. If you want to see more from this channel, click the subscribe button and become part of our Crock Posse. Nice family. If you want to get notifications whenever we put up new content, then click the ding-a-ling. Not Mikey, the other ding-a-ling. And did I miss anything?
Don't forget 3 things.
Uh,
Laugh often.
Eat good food.
And speak life.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Wait a minute. It seems like it's a little...
Look at the box. It's falling on my head. Ah.
If you want to see the latest, click on the left right here. If you feel like subscribing, click on the right, my dear. And if you think we're funny enough to send us money, click the Patreon.